All right, welcome back. 4-day week, nice and short, right? So make sure you're looking up here. Everyone's looking up here. A couple things it says up here. Today we're going to start Unit 7. We finished Unit 6, right? Unit 7 starts today, Quadratics. All assignments to my left here, you want to turn those in. Unit 5 and 6. We only got 2 more weeks to the end of the third 9 weeks. So we got to be passing, right? Who wants free snacks on Wednesday after school, right? So make sure you check this out right here. Wednesdays and my classroom, free snacks. All right. So this is coming Wednesday after school. No? Come on. That'll be fun. Lots of fun, you know? I might even bring brownies. Usually if I wait long enough, someone laughs. All right, well, anyways, back on track. Did you finish the test on Friday? If not, you're taking it right now, right? If you didn't turn in your warm-up on Friday, you need to make sure you turn it in. Make sure you put absent on the day you were absent. And for Monday's warm-up, it's not this, because today's not Monday, right? Monday's warm-up, you should write holiday or President's Day or whatever, okay? And for today, Tuesday, we are, oh, by the way, real quick, we finished a test. You need to put the test result in the assessment tracker. Does everyone know you can actually go into Aware and look at the grade you got? Okay, so the assessment tracker is at the top of classwork in Google Classroom. Okay, I'm going to come around and check on that today or tomorrow. Okay, so a couple things. Let's do this warm up first. Can you sketch a quadratic graph? Okay, so your step to sketch it, I want to know what it looks like. And to know what it looks like, I should use Desmos. That's what we're going to be talking about today. How to go from Desmos to a graph or a sketch. Okay, so let's take this over here. Let's go ahead and type in y equals x squared, send to Desmos, launchpad, right? Y equals x squared minus 3x plus 4. Okay, so everyone's able to get a graph by graphing it in Desmos, yes? And then a sketch means like, doesn't have to be perfect, but you can just do your best, okay? One point you do know right here, it hits the y-axis at 4, so you could put 4 on your y-axis. Oops, not there. All right? Then, you know, it goes down and up. You know, it's not perfect, it's just a sketch. So something like that. Okay? Today, you are going to learn or get some practice on graphing interactive quadratics. Does everyone see that as our learning target for today, right? What do I mean by that? Well, you know in Aware, those non-multiple choice questions where you have to like move stuff around. So there's graphing on Aware because there is graphing on the STAR test. Everybody look, you have to graph on the STAR, but it's not on paper. You got to know how to graph on the computer. And how will you know unless we practice? So it's kind of easy, but it's good to get the practice on how do I graph in an interactive situation like the STAR test, like on Aware. So here's your notes for today, featuring Plankton. You like Plankton? Of course you do. All right, here, let's go through. This is going to be real quick, and then we'll do the assignment. All right, so here's our notes. Okay. So I got Desmos pulled up. How do I graph an interactive quadratic in Aware? Well, it says when you're taking the STAR test or a test on Aware, you will need to be able to graph interactive quadratics by plotting points, okay? So today you're literally just plotting points to graph. So here's an example. Look, x squared plus 3. Y'all see that? So step 1, go to Desmos and graph x squared plus 3. Pretty easy, right? Now, step 2 is identifying. You need to figure out 2 points on that graph that are on the grid. Now, do you see it right here where I'm pointing or where I'm highlighting right here? Okay, you need specifically the vertex. Now, do y'all know what the word vertex means on a parabola, a quadratic? That's some vocab we're going to go over tomorrow. But let me tell you, the vertex is where it changes direction. Look at me. It's either at the top of a hill or the bottom of a valley. It's either the top of a hill or the bottom of a U. Okay, so see how this graph looks like a U? What's at the very bottom? That's the vertex. And do you see it 0, 3? This is what we call the vertex. You got to tell me where does it change directions. And then, this is important, you have to go 1 unit over. So if I go from this vertex 1 over and up, that point is my second point. Does everyone see? It's not just any 2 points. It's not 2 random points, okay? It's got to be where it changes direction. That's called the vertex right here. And then you go over 1 to the right and up, that point, 1, 4. Those are your 2 points, 0, 3 and 1, 4, okay? Now, this is what it's going to look like on the interactive graph on Aware. 0, 3, put a point. 1, 4, put a point, okay? If you put those 2 points, then it will be step 4, Plankton saying correct, okay? Now, real quick, what kind of graphs are we talking about today? When it's x squared, our learning target for today, look in the back. Today we're talking about quadratics. Say quadratics. Thank you, one person. Everyone else, quadratics. Do you see it right here on the right? Okay, right here. It's gonna default to linear. If you make a straight line, that's not what we're doing today. I'm saying it multiple times, but some of y'all are not looking up at the front here. We're talking about quadratics. You have to click the quadratic button on Aware. Does everyone hear me say that? It's on the picture. I've said it multiple times. You got to do it quadratic, okay? So you put those 2 points. It doesn't make a straight line. It makes a curved quadratic parabola x squared equation. Cool. That's pretty much it. So all I want to do is show you. 1 second. So for example, this is what it would look like on your end. Right, so I'd say y equals x squared plus 3 plus 3. I see a point at 0, 3. So over here, what am I going to select? Quadratic, right? I'm going to drag the vertex to 0, 3, click. And then the next point I see right here is at 1, 4. So I'm going to drag this point to 1, 4. And now I am correct. Is that easy? Hopefully, not too hard. All right, before I give you the assignment, there's one more example on these notes. And it's example 2, x squared minus 2x minus 3, okay? So that's right here. So how would I do this one right here? Let's say this is on my assignment. Let's pretend this is on my assignment. How do I graph x squared minus 2x minus 3? Here we go. Y equals x squared minus 2x minus 3. I need to find the vertex. Where does it change direction? So if you click it, it should give you the coordinates, 1, -4. So on Aware, I'm going to click quadratic and drag that vertex to 1, -4. And then if I go over to the left or the right, I'm going to go left 1 and then up. Hey, here's a point right here. 0, -3. 0, -3. Correct. Plankton. Thumbs up, etc. Okay. Do you see how to do this? The change of direction vertex point and 1 over. Make sure it says quadratic. 2 points. That's it. Cool. Can you do that? You got 10 practice problems like that. Just muscle memory. You're just building up these skills. That way, when you take the STAR test, you're like, I've done this before. I definitely know what to do. Cool. All right. So I'll leave this here. So what you're going to do, this is not a test, but you're going to get to the assignment the way you would take a test. You go to the Aware app in Launchpad. So go ahead and find your way over to Aware, and you're going to see an assignment that says Lee Algebra 1 7.01 Graphing Quadratics. Okay, it looks like it looks like this right here. Okay, that's the assignment in Aware. It says Lee Alg 1 7.01 Graphing Quadratics. Now is your time to work on that, unless you're finishing your tests. Okay, I'll let y'all work. Let me know if you have questions.